You guys, this is your friend PS Man here. Well, I'm gonna honestly say Happy New Year, everybody. Well, it's finally here on 2010 already. Well, for today, I'm gonna be talking about the most of PlayStation 3's 2009 games ever. Well, we're gonna honestly say we're gonna be talking about the top 10 of the video games of PS3 already. Well, let's begin about what begins starters, like the best games ever, from Call of Duty, Tekken 6, and much more instead. Well, let's begin about 2009 already. Well, it's finally over already. Let's begin. Number 10, Street Fighter 4. Well, actually, the graphics were awesome in Street Fighter 4 already. Well, mostly they brought the characters in, like the series from the storyline, the cartoons instead. And also it has online battling instead. Well, I can refuse into that instead. Well, for most part, I like how they battle network here, and also like entertainment instead. Well, Street Fighter 4 was made the number 10 ever on the most PlayStation 3 ever. Well, I don't know how many Street Fighter games are. They might be over like 100 of them instead. 100 versions of Street Fighters. Well, this is the most Street Fighter 4 ever, you know? I really like it, but honestly say I'm enjoying to play with this game instead. Well, it's cooler, but you get used to it instead. Let's go to number 9 ever on the most top 10 of PlayStation 3 on 2009. Number 9, Batman, Arkham Asylum. Well, this is just the final Batman games ever. You know, it's one of the best games ever on the top 10 9 list already. Well, Batman named the number 9 list on the most PlayStation 3 ever. Well, I like the most part, the battling thing, the battle online network, and also like you win some points. And also, you can play as a Joker, too, when you beat the hardest games ever. Man, you know how long it took me to beat that one on the hard mode instead? Well, it took me 4 hours to get that, figure that out instead, to beat the game. You know? And the most part, there's also Killer Croc, Hardy, Quinn, and also Bane, the villain guy, and such as the Joker instead, and many more instead. Well, I wish like the rest of the villains like Clayface, Mr. Freeze, or Firefly were joining this game, but I couldn't find them. Just that to dissolve Riddlers instead. Well, as also Edward Enmont, also aka the Riddler, is in this because he chose to communicate with Batman instead. Well, you have to, in this island, you have to figure it out to find all the clues in this one on Batman Arkham Asylum. It's really great, you know, but it has like the trophy selection and much more instead. Well, I'm glad I enjoyed this game. I'm going to be playing with this one instead. Well, let's move on to number 8 on the top 10 of PS3 array. Let's go. Number 8. Sonic's Ultimate Mega Collection. Well, this officially is really back on PlayStation 3.
All the Sega collection.
I did a review on PlayStation 2 already. Well, for the first time ever, this includes a lot about 40 classic games. And also like the trophy selection here too. It's awesome, you know. This includes everything like Street Range, and also like includes Sonic 1, 2, 3, and includes Sonic and Knuckles. Well, I definitely don't want to say this because it has everything like Armor Beast and more, you know. Well, this includes the best one of 2009 ever, you know. Let's move on already to number 7 on my countdown. Number 7, Ghostbusters the video game. Well, it's finally being released in 2009. Well, it's definitely awesome when gamer fans were playing the classic Ghostbusters game on SNES. You know, you guessed it. Because this includes everything about Ghostbusters, the video game. Well, I beat it. When I tried to play this game, I already did. It was awesome. Slimer and the rest of the ghosts too, you know? This is like the story mode. Doesn't it have to do with involve against Ghostbusters 3 instead? People criticize, like, says, when the Ghostbusters 3 will come out already, the new one. But it will definitely not come out because Bill Murray and the rest of the gangs, now they're kind of old instead. I'm sorry, dude. Well, this game, includes like 4 players online. It includes HDRA videos online, adventure instead, and also the trophy selection too. Well, this game is awesome in 2009. Well, prove it. Well, let's move on to number 6 already. Number 6, All the Video Game. Well, it definitely was a movie trailer in 2009 already. Well, it's finally here made as a video game, but it's the best ever in 2009. Well, this is involved against a movie instead of a game instead. Well, this is one of the best ever because the HD already only has 1 player in this game instead. And also includes like a movie trailer from Stall 6 and also the drawings and videos too of the making of this. Well, this is one of the best ever in 2009. Let's move on to number 5 already.